Hi Libra, welcome to your March 2023 tarot reading. These messages are for the collective, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're looking for a personal reading, you can head on over to crystallizewithkate.com. So let's dive right in, Libra. So your overall energy for the month of March is the Six of Water, which is also the Six of Cups. And this card says memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. So there could be somebody from your past resurfacing, trying to make contact with you. When I see the Six of Water, like this is literally the only deck that I ever get the vibe of issues regarding children from. Any other deck, I'm like, no, it feels positive. But this one specifically has that wording on there. So I want to make sure that I say that in case it resonates for some of you who are watching. This could be your own children, stepchildren, anybody that you view as, your child, or maybe that you are mothering in some capacity. This could even be fur babies. But either some issue, maybe you're not seeing eye to eye, maybe maybe they have a totally different viewpoint than you. Maybe if you're going through anything with like a custody arrangement, there could be potential issues there. Just wanting to give you all sorts of variables here because we're talking to a lot of people with this collective reading. And then romanticizing the past, memories from your history or childhood. You could be feeling very sentimental in the month of March. Things from the past resurfacing. I really feel like there's either somebody from your childhood or somebody from the past that maybe you've had a long-term connection with resurfacing for you in some capacity in March. Now over here, to clarify this, we have the Queen of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. On this side, we have the World and the Knight of Swords. I've heard, just looking at these cards, I've heard a bunch of different messages from Spirit. They're encouraging you to embody the Queen of Cups energy. Come at this situation with an open heart and an open mind. And there might be some people that you encounter that you might have some challenges with. Maybe they are your children, or maybe it's somebody younger than you. Maybe it's somebody from your past that you're having this issue with. But Spirit is encouraging you to come at it from a place of empathy, from a place of kindness and understanding, because it can be hard to do that if we have previous judgments made about somebody, right? If maybe they didn't treat us really well in the past, it can be hard to forgive or even just let go of that. So what they're saying is try your best to embody that Queen of Cups energy as you're dealing with potential encounters or issues in this month ahead. Along with that, we have the Two of Pentacles. So there could be maybe a decision that you're weighing. It's also indicating that something's needing to get back into balance. Okay, so think about, have I been spending too much of my time in this area of my life? Have I been too focused on that? I'm also hearing pay attention to what you're fixating on or what you're focusing on. I think that there's an area of your life that you're really honing in on or focusing on, and Spirit's telling you it's time to shift, it's time to adjust. Don't fixate because it's going to throw your energy off balance so bad. And I also see this Two of Pentacles as playing the devil's advocate. There's some type of situation where you're trying to be understanding of both sides, but your heart is telling you, name yourself. You know how you really feel about this. And I don't know why you're trying to pretend like you are seeing both sides when you really have a strong opinion. And I do feel that way with the Knight of Swords. However, I feel like you have a strong opinion, but there's somebody who doesn't really want to hear it. So it might be in your best interest and for the peace of everybody involved for you to keep your opinion to yourself. That was the wording that I heard from Spirit. I'm so sorry if I offended any of you by saying that, but I'm just relaying the message. Is in this specific situation, it might be best for you to keep your opinion about it to yourself. However, if somebody's in need, if there's a child in need, if there's somebody from the past in need, Spirit's encouraging you to be of service how you can in a way that's not going to deplete you energetically or emotionally. It's not going to deplete you. You're taking logical, actionable steps. If somebody's like, hey, can you please come pick me up? I'm in this really bad situation. You're like, yes, I will. If there's somebody who's like, hey, I'm going to be, $10 short on paying my bill this month. Can I borrow that $10? It's $10. You're like, yes, I will be there for you. I will be your knight in shining armor this time. And also, with it being imbalanced, you giving is you also receiving. Okay, so there's something here about giving is receiving as well. You're not giving too much of yourself. You're giving just the right amount. And you know that you are going to see positive effects, positive things from this. But I'm also hearing the word repercussions. If you give too much of yourself, there will be a negative consequence. There will be a negative thing happening from that. So don't be giving too much of your time or energy. And then we have the World card coming through. There's something wrapping itself up in the month of March. There's a cycle ending, a cycle coming to completion. So however that resonates for you, this is like happy outcome. I feel like by you worrying more about you, putting your energy first, making sure that you're setting up this beautiful energetic boundary around yourself, but you're still being of service to other people in a way that feels true, best, and right for you, and like you're not giving too much of yourself. I feel like there's some like an ending of a contract potentially. And so maybe that is a spiritual contract, an energetic contract between you and maybe somebody from your past. So maybe you're able to like write off some type of spiritual contract. It could also be like a physical contract. It could be like a long-term loan that you're finally paying off. There's a Pentacles here, and the Six of Water makes me feel like it's something long-term that's being completed. So that feels really good. And with that Knight right next to it, it's like you took the last action needed. You made that last payment. You did that last thing. So however that resonates for you. Getting a sip of my coffee and moving on to some oracle messages here. We have Portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. This is beautiful energy. Doors opening, new opportunities. You get to decide which way you go. And that rewards word is there. I feel like you're being rewarded by taking care of your energy. You're being rewarded by maintaining your energetic balance, by taking certain actionable steps. The choices that you've made, there's a reward for, and there's doors opening up for you. And I feel like if some of you are in a situation where you're thinking, it doesn't feel like there's going to be options or opportunities, I feel like I'm pretty stuck. It's Spirit's telling you doors are going to be opening for you. Okay, you have the choice here. You have free will. We have the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Ask and you shall receive. So if you aren't asking for something, if you're really desiring something in your heart, but you're not asking your angels or your spirit team or the divine or God or whoever you pray to, if you're not asking for assistance, then they probably aren't going to send that assistance. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Make your life a moving prayer. If you're feeling called to work with certain gods or goddesses at this time, that word devotion is standing out, and so it might be a positive energy to start doing that. And then we also have inner earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. I do feel like there maybe was some type of conflict in the month of February, possibly. Could have been earlier or even the very beginning of March, but I do feel like there are new opportunities, new solutions becoming available to you. Some new beginnings. This feels fresh. That's the word that's coming to mind, fresh. You'll survive this. After the storm passes, it's raining, it's downpouring, there's this storm, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, am I ever going to survive this storm? The clouds part and the sun comes out, and you realize, wow, the earth feels so much more clear, cleansed, refreshed. So there's something refreshing about this energy. Like after this challenge, there's a refreshing energy, like you're free of something. And like I said, you could be freeing yourself of some type of energetic contract or some type of contract with that World card being there. We have the Selkie and her skin, reclaiming your authenticity. I feel like there's really been a focus on other people lately, and you're shifting your focus back to yourself. You're getting your stuff. I'm going to try not to swear in this one. You're getting your stuff back in balance. You're reclaiming, this is who I am. Maybe you're like stepping out without, like maybe going out and about without makeup is a really big deal to you. And maybe you're choosing to do that more because you're like, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I look like. And I'm not going to be ashamed of that. There's absolutely no reason for me to be ashamed of how I look without this mask of makeup on me. That's just an example. So however that you could relate to that, maybe it's also about being more vulnerable too. The Selkie and her skin, she's reclaiming her authenticity. She's being vulnerable. She's saying, this is me. This is the raw version of me. And so I do feel like there's something refreshing about just being true to you and not worrying about, other people. Divination, this is number 15. Prophecy, fate, destiny, future fortune. Some of you might be psychics or mediums, and maybe you don't claim that as your title, but I feel like you have the ability to either channel messages or channel spirit. Maybe you can see future situations before they happen. You also kind of can envision, you can easily envision the outcome of certain things. So I also feel like you've seen this coming, whatever this situation is. Maybe it's the contact from an old friend. Maybe you saw it coming. You're like, you know what? We disconnected from each other in the past, but now we're connecting again. Maybe it's an issue with a child or a stepchild or somebody from your past, and you're like, you know what, I saw this issue coming, but there was nothing that I could do about it at this time, and I'm just going to let it be what it is. I'm going to be the best version of myself for them or towards the situation. We're going to write off this contract, and I'm moving on with my life. That's kind of what that feels like. And then number 39, vulnerability. Open your heart. Allow yourself to be tender. So there is a little bit of a feeling of rigidness. So with that Queen of Cups that's over here, Spirit's encouraging you to embrace that Queen of Cups energy, that empathetic, that loving, nurturing side. Open up that heart. And it can be hard. That word vulnerability. When I saw Selkie in her skin, reclaiming your authenticity, one of the words that I used to describe this was vulnerability. So yes, vulnerability is important in the month of March for you. Maybe you're starting to write your story. That could be what this Knight of Swords is representing. Maybe you're ready to write your story. Maybe you really have to consider some things from the past. Maybe that's what these past memories are that's coming up. Maybe it's because you're finally telling your story or writing your story. You're allowing yourself to expose, this is me, this is my life, this is how I lived, and I'm ready to tell my story and share this with people. So those are potentially some things that could be coming up for you in March. I am grabbing my other card deck. I want to pull some cards to see what is hidden from you, Libra. What are you not seeing? You might be holding on too tightly to something. Or maybe somebody is holding on too tightly to you and you're feeling a little bit restricted. That's another possibility. You could be feeling a little bit restricted by something. Also know that if there's... Oh, okay, sorry. Just got another message. Spirit's saying that there might be something that is a little bit more costly that you want in a couple months, and to start putting money aside now. That way it's not so much up front. So even if it's like $10 a week, $20 a week, whatever you can afford, put a little bit of money aside, because I feel like there might be either a big purchase or a down payment or something coming in over the next couple months. Maybe it's even a class or school, something that you're going to want to invest in. So start saving up now. It's something that's hidden from you. You don't know about it yet, but Spirit's saying that's a good idea. And then what's challenge? Potential challenge for Libra. What's a potential challenge for Libra? The Tower card. Surprise. That's what I think of when I see the Tower card. It's some surprise moment, something unexpected. But you know what? I honestly think that you can see this coming because of that divination card where it says prophecy, fate, destiny. Whatever this Tower card is here, it's like anything that was not built on a solid foundation is going to come crumbling down. And you already know what this is. I'm guessing. Can I get some more clarity on the Tower card for anybody who might not know what this could mean? This could be the end of a relationship, end of a job, end of a connection, end of that spiritual contract. And even though it can be a little bit upsetting or disruptive at first, it actually has a beautiful, positive outcome. You can start rebuilding. Yes, Page of Pentacles. This could be something, it's a page card, so it could be related to a child. Page is the more immature energy. So childlike energy. They could potentially be an earth sign, but not necessarily. There could be... It could cost you money too. I hate to say that. But it could be something that costs you money and maybe is like you need to start from scratch on something. That's another thing that I'm hearing is because of this Tower card, you're needing to start from scratch. And on top of that, we have the Death card. So it could also involve a Scorpio. When I see the Death card, I think of Scorpio energy. And Death card is the ending of something, but endings always represent a new beginning. So there's some type of big surprise moment, but I don't know that it's really a surprise because I kind of think that you see it coming with somebody that could represent this death energy. Maybe they have a strong Scorpio placement, but not necessarily. I do feel like there is a big ending, a big change, a big transition happening for you in the month of March, and it'll make sense when it makes sense. The last card I want to talk about is called The Uncharted Sea. It's number 46, and it's from the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron-Reid. So the key concepts with this card are stepping into the unknown without a map, moving beyond your comfort zone, choosing to do things differently, trusting in the ebb and flow of life, being stuck in the dark and letting curiosity lead, the faith that all will be well. So I think of that phrase, stormy seas. I feel like there's some shakeups, some big things happening in your life that feels like maybe rocky waters, and you're wanting to make things smooth over. You crave the peace, and there will be peace, but you've just got to get through this first. And that message there, the faith that all will be well. I love that. So this says, your comfort zone is sometimes exactly that, a safe, familiar harbor you finally come to in yourself. You have a sense that you don't need more than what is available right where you've landed in life. Now, however, is not one of those times. So it's like you're craving more. You're craving leaving what feels comfortable. I feel like this change, this transition, this tower moment, this death card, they're causing this disruption to what feels normal for you. If you've been in any type of routine, I think that there's going to be a big routine shakeup in the month of March. Okay? Like the archetypal hero's journey, the universe is inviting you to step into uncharted waters. Something is stirring. Adventure is calling. You may want to resist this urge because it will involve leaving your comfort zone, but embarking on this journey is essential for your well-being. Navigating the uncharted aspects of yourself means you won't have a map because no one else has ever been here. On this journey, you cannot rely on the help you would typically expect from others who have gone before you. This new territory is yours to explore. You're invited to be a pioneer, a path maker, a magical cartographer who draws your map with your own life force as the ink. Isn't that beautiful? That was beautifully written. This is the day to dive into a novel experience and fully immerse yourself in the new. And I'm going to point out that they use the word novel because I talked about potentially people needing to write their story. Novel, book, writing your story, novel experience. Okay, just wanted to point that out. You don't know what this sea of possibility has in store for you, so stay curious and refrain from judgment or the need to label. Libras, you're guilty of that, I'm sorry to tell you. Give yourself the time and freedom to be curious without the limitations and boundaries projected by your memories or expectations. You are in an amazing place right now, and you will never be the same for surveying these waters. Wow. So yeah, some important changes, some big shakeups. I hope you have a beautiful month ahead. Again, if you're looking for a personal reading, schedule on crystallizewithkate.com. But if these messages are resonating for you, please do me a huge favor and like this video, comment under it if you're feeling called to, and subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost you anything. So I will see you guys in another video. Thank you so much for watching.